Hey, what's up, YouTube? You're watching Rants! Today, we're going to be talking about the main event for Battleground. It's Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, snap. Brock Lesnar is back. Look how excited I am.
Guess who's back? Back again. Lesnar's back.
Beat up Alex.
Tell a friend. Okay, so, anyways, to the match. I think it's going to be a cool match. I mean, I really hope Rollins retains, but if Lesnar wins, I riot. Well, I won't really riot, but...
No, you'll be the only one rioting. You'll run outside the pizza place and you'll be like, oh, I'm so angry, I'm gonna tweet about it, and then...
I'm going to tweet with angry hashtags.
I'm going to send an angry text message to my friends and reaction.
Exactly.
And hide behind my computer.
Exactly. No, I mean, yeah, I'd be really mad too if Brock Lesnar won, just because I'd rather see Seth Rollins get the win and just establish him as the top guy. Because beating Lesnar would do it, and I hope it's clean and just like hits him with the move and then boom, like shocks the world, pins him just like straight up. That'd be amazing.
That'd be really cool. A couple things that are interesting about this is that the fact that J&J Security are injured, Kane's injured. Actually, Noble is injured for real.
For Rizzle.
He broke some ribs, didn't he?
Yep. Thanks to Brock Lesnar being a careless douchebag and throwing him, into the barricades with enough force to do that. And they had to pull out the stretcher and get the EMTs, the whole 9 yards, and that just shows you what kind of wrestler Brock Lesnar is.
Sloppy. So they cannot get behind him.
Yeah, sloppy and prone to injuring people. I mean, this has happened before. It's happened with Undertaker, now with Jamie Noble. Poor guy was just playing his part in the segment, and then bam.
Noble's one tough guy.
I know, stuff happens, but it really, wrestlers go into those barricades at least, once or twice a night. And they can do it without hurting each other, and they do it dozens and dozens of, maybe even hundreds of times. But now, this time, Lesnar just goes all rage and slams Noble in full force, not even trying to protect them. I don't know how much protection you can really give the guy that's getting slammed into the barricade, but still, I think that just speaks volumes that this guy is kind of careless with other wrestlers, in my opinion.
What are your thoughts, Tim?
Yeah, I get that Brock Lesnar's back because they need the ratings, but at what cost?
I don't even think it's helped them ratings-wise, because the last few ratings have been kind of bad.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily his fault, it's just the way they're booking it, and for Seth Rollins retaining the title, and now that we're not going to have J&J Security, we're not going to have Kane, we're going to see these two hopefully one-on-one and really see who the better man is, which obviously is Seth Rollins, because he's got the move set, alone that will help carry the match. Brock's just like, oh, I'm going to suplex you 10 times and do an F5 and do this and do that. It's like, oh, yeah, we've seen that. Let's see Seth Rollins use his arsenal, use the Phoenix Splash, and do all his different flips and high-flying stuff that he's used to, and really carry this match. And it would be nice if you could bring back the curb stomp, but we still don't know what's going on with that move yet.
I concur.
So
it certainly would look very effective against Lesnar. I mean, it would the pedigree he did to him that one Raw looked a little awkward, and not by Seth Rollins, but by Lesnar for, I don't know, did he not want to take the pedigree at the time, or was he just did he brain fart about how to take a pedigree? And I don't know, but that looked really awkward.
It did.
And Seth just did what you're supposed to do. You hook the arms, you jump up, and there you go. You land on your shins, but Lesnar just took it really weird. So if he does it during the match, it'll probably look that weird again. And that takes away, to me, the effectiveness of how the match finishes out, or that moment in that match, when a move looks all sloppy and just not well put together.
He needs to stop doing the pedigree because it's not his move. Get your own move. Use the Phoenix Splash.
Well, you know why they're using it, because he's Triple H's guy. That's
For
the
now.
whole. That's the whole.
For now.
For now, Mister. But yes, he's Triple H's guy, and that's his like paying homage to Triple H, quote unquote, and it's just more like planting the seeds for a Rollins and Triple H feud down the road. And I mean, they tried giving him that weird DDT move that kind of reminded you of, Dean Ambrose's move for like the week or two that move existed. So, but that didn't work very well. It didn't look very impactful with Seth Rollins doing it. He's a smaller wrestler, so he needs to do something that's very quick and looks very pleasing to the eye, or just some high-flying move.
Phoenix Splash.
That's an awesome
I would
move.
love for that to be the finisher. It's just when wrestlers do those type of moves, it's usually they're like the face wrestlers, because they save like the high-flying stuff for the good guys.
Like
and
Neville.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
So I can't really think of too many, top, heels that have some kind of high-flying move as their finisher or their main move. So,
What are your thoughts, Jess?
Basically, it's been really interesting, if anything, to see Rollins' build-up towards proving himself singularly away from the Authority. Like, that's been an interesting storyline.
That's true.
Other than that, I really want to call just Rollins kicking butt like he always does, because Lesnar does nothing for me.
yeah, he
He's
really...
sloppy, he's careless, he's just a showman of
One move.
brute strength and the same moveset over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything good to say about him.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
it,
only
And maybe
reason-
I'm biased, but maybe it's a little bit of concrete evidence against his everything.
yeah, and it's just weird that, like, he gets his time off and he comes back and he's automatically like a face with the crowd, but it wasn't that long ago that the crowd was booing him and like they despised him because he beat the Undertaker, and then everything with John Cena and everything with him not being there for those 3 or 4 months leading up to the Rumble and WrestleMania. He was getting huge heat, and then just like, oh my God, he's back, so now we're gonna cheer him. Like,
You know what I hope doesn't happen? Well, obviously I don't want him to win, but watch him win and be written off TV for another couple months.
yeah,
It's
that's
frustrating, in my
wouldn't-
opinion.
It would not shock me if that happens. It would just be like the biggest slap in Seth Rollins' face, because the guy has busted his ass, man. Like, to NXT and his time in the Shield, and now his singles
Ring of
run.
Honor.
I'm just talking about in WWE, but
Yeah,
you know,
but he's coming a long way.
yeah, and to give him this title run is saying that, okay, we believe in you and we want you to be this, top guy, and we want you as our main villain to go up against, our good guys like Daniel Bryan, like Dean Ambrose and all of them. So for him to lose the title to Brock Lesnar would squash that momentum, and it would honestly do a lot of harm to his character, and I think the fans would not react to him the same. Like, obviously his fans still will, and we still would react the same, but just the general population of WWE fans, he wouldn't look very formidable to them.
I guess now my question is, if Rollins retains at Battleground, where do you think this feud is going? Where do you think they're going to take it?
I hope it ends there. Like, if he beats Lesnar, it's such like a big like blow to Lesnar that it moves him and to wrestling someone else. Like, maybe we get one more match out of it because we do have SummerSlam and they're trying to book that as a bigger show, a more important show. So I could see this lasting maybe like one more pay-per-view. But after that, you have to imagine Rollins is going to feud with someone else. And then Lesnar, if he's even on TV, which we don't know the details of his new contract, how long he's on for, how long he's off for. But I can't imagine, he didn't wrestle in a lot of the smaller pay-per-views last year. Like, he wrestled SummerSlam and then the one after that, and then was off TV for 3 or 4 months up until the Rumble. So I can't imagine he wouldn't have the same kind of contract and the same kind of layout in his contract. So he'll wrestle this, he'll wrestle SummerSlam, and my thought is maybe one more, and that's
maybe
it.
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, yeah.
Even though Rollins won cleanly at Money in the Bank against Ambrose, if Rollins wins, I don't see him winning clean against Lesnar. I don't see how they can do that.
Well, who helps him? Because you even said it.
I know I said that earlier.
J is out, and then Kane is injured.
Big
Who
Show,
else? And
maybe Big Show.
and possibly, yeah, because they're starting to play him up a little bit as a Seth Rollins guy or an authority guy.
Yeah, he's still with the Authority.
Yeah,
just not as much as he was before.
yeah.
Just
so
realistically,
maybe that.
I don't see him winning clean. That's all I'm saying.
But
How do you think it would end then?
I really have no idea, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's a good question.
This is going to be an interesting match, being now that Brock Lesnar is like a face by default because Seth Rollins is a heel.
Yeah.
So, and being that Brock Lesnar hasn't had his rematch since he lost the title at WrestleMania, since he got suspended. So now that
Quote unquote.
So now that he's back, I wouldn't want to see him get the title because then he's going to be holding it and be off TV for a while.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So I'm more for having Seth Rollins retain.
Yeah, definitely. That would be better for the whole, WWE story, and having Lesnar hold it again would just annoy me so much.
Here's a question for you. Do you think Sheamus cashes in, or do you think that's too soon?
For me, it'd be too soon. He just got it, and there's nothing that, gives you the thought that he would be involved somehow, but, they did it with Randy Orton. It was the month before SummerSlam, he won Money in the Bank, or a month or two, and then SummerSlam, he cashed in on Daniel Bryan. Now, that led to the stable of the Authority being built, but right now, Sheamus is feuding with Randy Orton. He has no place in the title picture.
True, but how long and how often does Sheamus and Orton have to feud? We've seen this so many times.
I'm not, banking on that feud lasting long. It'll probably end with that match. I would hope so, but eventually, yeah, Sheamus will be involved some way, somehow.
He could most likely cash in at SummerSlam because that's where the most cash-ins are.
Possibly, yeah, but
not that Night of Champions, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see where it comes with that, or what happens with that, but it's kind of still fairly fresh, and there's really no, true hype behind it. No one's really talking about it, but maybe that's just a product of who's holding the briefcase, because normally if it was a more established or popular wrestler, people would be talking about it more. But now
That's true.
Now it's Sheamus, no one really cares. So.
Yeah. I want to see, basically, after Brock Lesnar's done with Seth Rollins, I want to see Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens.
That'd be an awesome match.
It might get me a little more interested, but
I'd just love to see it if Kevin
Owens
And as
would
long
have
as
to
he's
win.
out of the World Heavyweight title picture, at least.
Oh yeah, it would be a great way to use Lesnar and his kind of star power and
To elevate Owens.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that's a really good point, and that would be something I'd get behind as long as Owens wins out at some point.
Oh, yeah.
God, I would just be afraid that Owens would be a jobber, like a certified jobber to Lesnar, though, just because Lesnar is making millions of dollars and
I don't know. It's possible that he could have it back and forth like he did with Cena.
Cena's already established guy though. Like Owens is established, but like not as established. So it's more viable to see this back and forth between Cena and Lesnar versus Owens, who's still technically new to the WWE crowd. So even though he has this kind of build and he has this fame to him, it still would look really weird to see like a back and forth between Lesnar and him. So
all right. So, anyways, what are your picks?
Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
I want Rollins to win.
Do not say Lesnar
But I
just
think
to be
Lesnar's
different.
going to win. I don't want Lesnar to win, but I think he's going to win. But also, I think Sheamus is going to cash in after Lesnar wins.
Just to make it more interesting, I guess, and possible. I don't know.
I mean, if Lesnar wins, then yeah, I'm rooting for Sheamus to come out just to get it off of Lesnar. But then we get still kind of an annoying
The lesser
champion.
of two evils.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. And I mean, this shouldn't be like that. Like,
Rollins should win because Rollins is awesome. Lesnar should lose because Lesnar
Lesnar's Lesnar.
sucks.
yeah.
Again, I don't want Lesnar to win. Let me reiterate.
Oh, we got that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think you made that very clear.
Mm.
It's just funny. It's
All right. So, let us know your thoughts. Do you agree with them? Do you agree with me?
Do you disagree with all of us?
There's
Who
no
do you
one.
want to see win?
Does
there's a
Mickey Mouse win? I don't know.
There's a DQ, just like.
Does one of the Avengers win? No, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Good reference. That's good.
Captain America wins.
So, follow us on Twitter at Rants. Like our Facebook page, Rants.
Yeah.
I'll be putting links below.
Yep.
Our fan base is growing slowly but surely.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. We appreciate all the support. That's awesome of you guys. Keep it up.
The goal is to have 200 likes by SummerSlam.
I think we can do it. I'm just going to create 20 different Facebook accounts and keep liking
You
it.
have way too much free time, my friend.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, this is your Uncle Timmy. I don't know. But anyways, any last thoughts?
That's it. Let's go.
Enjoy Battleground.
Let's go.
Have fun. Be
You
safe.
sunk my battleship. I mean,
Balls.
battleground?
Balls.
I don't know. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Stay safe.